Hey, this is Jets from 2002, and welcome back to Banished using the RedKetchup Editor's Choice and some Discrepancy DS Mods. Now, we're still continuing on Corbindale's progress here, and in the last episode we actually got things done, such as the forester over here. We have the forester, we have a woodcutter, we have our first blacksmith, we have 2 crop fields, which actually harvested a good amount of food so far with cabbage and beans, and we have a fishing dock and a nice little meat locker to store our nice little fish in there, at least for now. So the next step over here, we're actually going to be focusing on what else we actually built over here, such as the school, and let's see, I think the next step we're going to be working on is charcoal kiln. So let's go ahead and actually go ahead and build that charcoal kiln there. That'll double the production of firewood, so we have double fuel, and then we will start probably working on, let's see, we may work on the lumber mill a little bit, but I'm actually thinking the schoolhouse is going to be next. I honestly think so. Because they do have some stored medicine right there. Now, it's winter, right? So we can actually go ahead and get these, let's speed this up to 2 speed first. Let's go ahead and get them to start focusing on harvesting things. So, we want to have some extra wood and stuff like that. So what we can do is go ahead and probably, oh yeah, you know what? The pasture. That's going to be a priority also. Okay, let's put that down there. I do want to go ahead and start collecting some resources, so let's go ahead. So collect all ores. So what would this actually do? Okay. Let's collect all of that, perhaps some of that, and perhaps a little bit of this over here. Do we have anything over here? No, we don't. For now, I'm just going to be collecting ores and having them store that. What we could do also is go ahead and start working something over here. 1, 2, 3, and get one more 16 by 10 this way, just like that. And we're gonna pause that though. No need to actually get that open yet. And how are we doing with resources over here? Now we don't have stone. And yeah, that's exactly why I wanted them to actually start collecting things, because you know what? We actually do need these resources here. Look at them. At least we can see things. Oh, I see some mushrooms too. Oh, we have quite a lot in here, don't we? Looks like we actually do have a couple seedlings, actually. So, some trees are starting to grow here. Good job. What are you actually collecting, though? So, we got flowers, fodder thatch, gold ore, copper ore, cotton, and logs. Okay, some of this stuff is going to become useful in the future. I'm beginning to think maybe we should go ahead and... this schoolhouse is here, but I'm beginning to think this barn might be really helpful, because they're just going to be walking over here to store things over there. So I'm thinking, let's go ahead and actually open up this medium barn. They're almost done the charcoal kiln, so that's good. Yeah, okay. We do want those chickens. Those chickens are going to bring us some chicken meat and some eggs. So, okay, charcoal burner is here. Let's put 2 people in there, and alright, 18 to 24 charcoal out of 12 firewood. It almost doubles our production, and that should actually get us started pretty good. I think I do actually want to actually also clear out the pasture. So this is quite a lot of work for the amount of people here. So let's just drop this to... No, let's keep it to 2 builders, because we have 1 laborer here, and the farmers are all laborers, so we got a total of 5 laborers for now. So... we may just need to let them actually get things done, because where is it? The pasture's over here? Yeah, it's going to take some time. Alright, the medium barn is actually done. Now, mind you, this is not actually going to take any workers, so that's actually going to be necessary, because they can just bring it to the barn. Except for things like that. Maybe we do need an actual stockpile out here, don't we? Huh. At least a little one. Huh. Maybe we should, actually. Let's go ahead and just build a regular stockpile out here. Nothing major, just a little one here. Maybe like 3 by 5. Yeah, something so that they can actually store things over here instead. And oh, good. Didn't even need to be built. Nothing in the way. Grand. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and check the progress of this here. This pasture is almost done now. Now, mind you, I only have 2 builders, and all my laborers are now basically farming, so Yeah, so right now we have 871 food. So basically, these two fields here should be enough for the next season. However, we're probably going to be needing this extra crop field. So I think what I'm going to do is probably have a few more children grow up to be adults, and then after that we can start working on the schoolhouse, because it's honestly going to hold us back a little bit of time. And I want to make sure we have enough laborers and workers for everything first. But we can go ahead and check what's going on in the woodcutter. 36, 162 last season. And over here, we have 138 so far this season, 150 last season. Not bad at all. We're going to have plenty of fuel. And we are going to be just waiting for this pasture. Actually, it's almost done. Okay, great. Okay, so unfortunately, we are going to have to sacrifice one person. Let's just get, that's a save. Okay, one person in here. And leghorns, so that's our chickens here, so awesome. Okay, so we're going to actually have them in here pretty soon. This way, we don't actually lose them. Because last season I lost my animals, and I think the season before that I also lost my animals. We don't want to do that this time around, because that will actually provide us with extra food. We kind of need that, especially this part of the game. Always at the beginning of the game, food is always a very big issue. And double checking production over here. Wow, okay, alright, we'll be fine. We will be fine. We should have enough to get us through the summer until the harvest season. Until then, why is there nobody in here? Is it because I just have to wait a little bit? What's happening? Oh, there we go. The chickens, apparently, we have to wait for the first couple chickens to come in. There we go. We got 3 of them so far. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Look at them. Kind of waddling their way there. Oh, these are smart leghorns, aren't they? They know exactly where to go. And this one's being lazy. That one ain't moving a damn bit at all. Nope, not in the slightest. But at least we have that done. And really, we could actually go ahead and start, let's see, planning the city a little bit as we're waiting for some things. Now, I think what I want to do is actually go ahead and see the RedKetchup markets and see what we have. Oh no, it's probably going to be in this little tiny glitched button here. And, alright, so if I actually have this here, it'll cover pretty much along the lake, the shore right there. So, and then it'll cover something over here. We could probably just put pastures out here. That'll work for now. And we can probably go ahead and put something like a market here. However, I do want to go ahead and do this though. Since that's going to be a 10 by 10, because that's a market space there, at least for this area, I might do that and then have a bigger area over here with a park and a church and basically graveyard and stuff like that in the middle. Then have a similar section over here and kind of have a little bit of a uniformity over here. And over here, I'm actually going to be planning something a little bit different, because I think what I'm going to be doing here, since I'm going to be putting an industrial area over here, it's going to be a little bit more of a natural city. And we're just going to be building some, the new houses are going to be, I'm not going to move these, but what I'm going to be doing is adding some new houses over here into kind of like a little village center, probably with its own little marketplace, and kind of just set it up over here, and eventually probably have its own farm fields around it. However, the way I built this forester, it might not work too well, huh? Maybe not. Maybe it won't work that way. So let me go back to the market over here and see something. Because basically I'm kind of just setting things up around this particular market just because it's more efficient. If I have one here, and then say if I have one here, like I could actually build an industrial section here. However, I do want homes this way. So I have 2 options here. 2 options. I could either start building some extra homes this way, or we could actually start working on some lumber production. However, when we actually build the school, we're going to be slowed down a little bit, since we're not actually getting anybody. Maybe we should just work on this over here, then. because I do not want to screw this up. I have a nice little idea for the city. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a 10 by 10 field here. Of course, we're going to pause it. Just to make sure. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and another 10 by 10 here. And pause that. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Let's see, let's actually find this little spot here. So we got that red spot there. So 1, 2, 3. And this will give us plenty of space in between for those city roads in the future. Now, mind you, anything out of this city section over here is basically not going to have city roads. I'm basically just going to be doing these regular little roads here. I might actually expand a little bit this way, but for now, this is going to be the little natural area over here. And I actually don't plan on demolishing this. The whole idea is not to demolish everything like a million miles away and a million times over. Although, you know, this might be the first time I actually don't demolish everything, so it might be a different series then. I think I learned my lessons in the last couple seasons. So we got 1, 2, 3, maybe. I don't know. So far, so good, right? Not bad, not bad. And I think I wanted to basically put some more over here. Of course, it always gets a little harder once you actually get to the spot here. So, let's see. 1, 2, and 3, and then we do a 16 by 16. 1, 2, 3, and then a 16 by 16. Oh no, 16 by 10, my bad. I'm doing it right, but I'm saying it wrong. 3, and I think that's right, okay. Okay, so we got that one, pause that one, and okay, that's pause. And I think I want to put one more over here, just to start planning things out. Are we doing okay on resources? Yes, we are, actually. So far, so good. And that is a 3 by 3, so we're doing okay. And a 16 by 10. 1, 2, 3. A 16 by 10. Also, this makes it easier for farming and later planning of the city. So we can actually get these areas cleared out. Oh no, this is going to be a 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3. And see if we actually... Oh, you know what? Did I screw that up? No, actually I didn't. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Alright. As long as we have it right, that's all that matters. And then quickly pause that. We don't want them worked on just yet. We only have so many people working for us. We did get an extra laborer, though. Which kind of makes me wonder if we actually need the school just yet. I do want to make sure we have enough workers for basic jobs. That is always the problem, though. It's just making sure we actually have enough for that. So now that this is basically planned... Oh, I need to unpause... Or pause that one. So, okay, so... Food-wise, I mean, we could actually go ahead and build a gatherer's hut, but we don't have enough workers for that anyway. We could go ahead and let's start building the lumber mill. And let's get that built. And then what I could actually start getting the schoolhouse built also. So, you know what? Let's just get both of them built then. Well, I did notice something here. And one of the things I noticed was I actually accidentally didn't pause this one. So we actually have a crop field here. So we're going to set that up for, let's see, this is cabbage. So we'll do this row as cabbage. And then this one will be beans. So I guess, no. We don't want to change that. We want to change this one to beans. And we're going to pause that one. We're not going to have anybody working in there just yet. Maybe next season. And then perhaps get this crop field also. Alright, so they are actually working on the lumber mill over here. And we're getting the schoolhouse built over here. So far so good. All the resources are in. They just need to be built. We only have one builder. 3 laborers at the moment. So let's go ahead and let's actually even this out with 2 builders. And I think the idea I'm going to do right now, since we don't have any lumber for any of the fancy RedKetchup houses that I want to build, and most of them take lumber anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start building a couple of these homes here. Because let's just build one for now. And start actually, let's do this. We actually have a couple of families that could be moving out. And we need to start growing the population a little bit. So, let's see. We could probably get at least 2 or 3 homes at the moment. So let's go ahead and just build a few more. Can we actually fit a couple here? Let's do this variety here. Oh, I just don't like the way that looks. Not that it really matters, but I could actually do this and just put, say, 2 of these houses here, and kind of pause them for the moment. Now the lumber mill is done, so I mean we're gonna set it up as 2 people. Or actually, no, 1 person, but we're not actually going to open it up yet. We're going to close it, because not yet. Not until we get a few more laborers in here. And same thing with the school. We're not actually going to do anything with the school just yet. I want to grow the population just a little bit. Have a couple couples pretty much move out, and then once they start having children, we can probably just start working on that, because I think, okay, let me just do this. Okay, so I'm going to have 1 person, so I need 1 person for this. I'm going to need 1 person for this, so that's 2 workers. The next season, I'm going to be probably having either between 2 or 3, so let's just say 5. Or, yeah, let's just say 5 workers. 5 workers in total. And that should actually keep things going smoothly. Although food production is pretty good right now, so all right, let's close the school. And that'll do for now, so let's just say 4 workers then. Alright, in order for this to work, we need 4 workers, right? We're gonna need at least a couple laborers and a couple builders, so I would say probably wait a little bit longer for some of these children to grow up. And once we actually have enough workers to pretty much work in the lumber mill and the school, and then these fields over here. And look at that, okay, we have a couple over here. Yeah, we're gonna just open up the school after that, because we're gonna be slowed down with that. Because the children are gonna be basically turning into students, and it's gonna take longer. Like I said before, that is probably the longest waiting part of the game, is once it actually catches up. And I actually tried something, not on one of my series, but actually on my own, off camera, in another game. I actually tried having the student and children ratio about even. So, the reason why I did that was because it seems like if I actually have the ratio between students and children even, we do not risk a death wave. In other words, losing people and not having enough people to actually replace them. Because that seems to be a problem, and the death wave we really want to actually just avoid. Wow, that actually has the resources in it. So let's go ahead and build this house then. And look at that, 4 out of 4. Oh, you know what? It might be a little bit more, because we actually do need the herbalist, don't we? Where is it? Where did I put the herbalist? Oh, there you are. Yeah, let's get the herbalist built. Alright, we can definitely put 1 person in there at least. I mean, we could actually harvest some herbs. It's late autumn. Oh, they're done harvesting all the food. Okay, good. Which means we can actually do this then. Collect fodder, collect flowers, food. Food. What's this? Collect herbs. I wonder how many herbs we have around here. We have some. It's not much. Not much at all. Okay, we'll just get them to do that. We did collect all the resources over here. We still have some stone and stuff here, though. So that is a thing. So far so good. And we actually have this house being built. Oh, things are going up nicely, aren't they? It's amazing when things actually work and you actually know what you're doing. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. I have spent, I don't know how many, hundreds of hours on this game. I haven't even checked. But it does take quite a long time to get used to it and to get used to the mod. So, alright. So far so good. Can we actually split somebody else out here? We actually could. So, in order to get started here, we can actually just open up 1 more house then. And, basically... Yep. We'll open that 1 house and wait for some children to grow up a little bit. Well, we didn't quite get the wooden house done, so that's a thing. But we did get the herbalist done. Now, herb limit. We're gonna go ahead and probably put that to 5,000 for now, and actually get somebody in here, because we actually did get another laborer. So somebody did grow up. However, we're down to 5 children right now. So We really needed the extra couples to move out, so that'll give us an herbalist, and because we are down to 3 hearts, we actually do not want that to drop. That's not good. That's not good for the health of our citizens. I did actually get this crop field actually done, too. So, well, let's drop that to 2, and I think this is going to be a row of beans. We'll close that for now. So far, it seems like we do have enough food for the population right now. We may not need to open up another one. Or maybe we do, actually. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? I do want to get at least this field in, so that's 2 people there. 3 and 4. So it technically still is 4. So it technically was about 5, maybe 6 people we need. However, I do not see that possible anytime soon unless we actually have some growth in the city. So we need some growth in the population here. So that's not built yet. We have a child. We have a laborer there. They haven't quite had a child yet. They have 1 child. They have 1 child. And, oh wow, they're already working. They're working too. And this house over here has 1 child. Yeah, that is a total of 4, isn't it? It's really not that many. We do have to wait for some growth. And basically, we just have to wait for some baby making around here. I mean, we could go ahead and continue on with, oh, you know what, actually? This field? Wait, this field? That's right, this is where the market's gonna be. Ooh, the house is done. Oh, good for them. All right, good. We could probably get a few more homes, but for now, let's just go ahead and, let's put a nice little RedKetchup marketplace in here with this tiny little glitch button. Probably works fine on your game. It worked fine in last season. I don't know why it's doing this. And let's see, what's that little flag like? Okay, that makes sense. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put it right about here. And that's gonna take iron, so let's not even bother with that anytime soon because I want to start getting some iron smelted first. And we're not quite there yet. And how are we doing over here? Question is, how much iron ore do we have? Doesn't look like we have much. Do we have like copper ore and stuff like that? It doesn't say ore, it just says copper. So we could make wooden tools if we really have to, or stone tools if we run out of iron ore. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna start collecting a little bit more resources here. And it kind of looks like we have a bunch of iron and copper over here, and even some stone. So let's go ahead and get them to actually pick that up before moving on. Alright, so the good part is we got half of it actually collected. It's now early spring, and they're actually putting it over here. So we have some iron ore. Like, a good amount actually did go to the blacksmith, though. I was watching it for a while. So, production of tools? 8 previous season. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is pretty new, isn't it? But we have 36 tools, so far so good. We're gonna watch for that, and hopefully that'll actually increase in production. But, you know what? It's early spring now, so let's go ahead and actually sacrifice 2 people and actually open up the bean farm over here. And there we go. This way we'll have 3 fields over here, so we have plenty of food. Now, mind you, we actually do have plenty of food. But, since we're going to be growing the population, we need to make sure this is good. And we only need a few more workers before we actually open up the schoolhouse. At least that's my plan. And wow, 588 last season, so that was in the last year. So we are in year 3, and we're doing fantastic. Now, mind you, we're down to basically 1 laborer at the moment, and I was gonna say, what was your job? Apparently, it was a farmer, and I never checked the pasture. Wow, okay, we got some eggs. Good deal. We don't quite have 26 chickens yet. I wanna grow or breed as many chickens as possible, and then eventually the rest of them will be slaughtered, unfortunately for the rest. I do apologize, my fellow little leghorns, but you are quite tasty, I will admit. Especially if cooked properly. And put in a sandwich. I will admit. Sorry, I'm not a vegan. I do respect them. Oh man. Okay, so sum everything up. So we have this area basically pre-planned. So this is section 1. This is going to be the west side of the town. This is going to be the east side. I'm going to have to plan this area out for basically a church. I might build a cathedral and a nice little graveyard and a nice little park space. But I think I'm going to put the town hall probably closer to the, I would say, the lake, because eventually we're going to be using the lake for things. And we're going to have a little lake town here, dock area. Although it would look nice if we just had a regular open area, wouldn't it? We do have this area here, and we could actually plant something here. I do want to use some things in a dock set, though. It's not a priority, but I do want to have at least a pier. So I'm thinking like maybe some docks out here with a trading post, and maybe another one out here with another trading post over here. Maybe some fishing docks in between. Perhaps a couple little houses and some markets. Basically, I want to make it look like a port area. And since we do have the mods, we're going to go ahead and do that. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. We're progressing nicely. And somehow I think I'm getting a slowdown. I don't know. So anyway, if you did enjoy the episode, go ahead and hit that like button below. Feel free to judge me in the comments. Let me know what you think. And if you're new, feel free to also subscribe to the channel for more episodes of Banished, using the RedKetchup Editor's Choice and Discrepancy DS Mods. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, peace.